Yeah. Right there. I briefly showed this motor when it showed up a couple months ago. I didn't tell anybody what it was for. This is a extra special project for me and Stacy. So this is actually going to go into a car that I've owned since high school. After way too long, the Firebird emerges from the shed. Amazing. Show you some of the parts that we have for it. So these boxes are both the quarter panels. And then the big thing that just finally showed up, I've been waiting for months for, is this front subframe assembly. So this is from Speedway Motors. I wish they were a sponsor, but they're not. And then I also got their torque arm rear suspension. So that is the housing that goes along with it. Gonna be just a little bit before I can get on this, unfortunately. I've been wanting to build this car for 25 years, so. This is the rolling turd. Kind of looks like a rolling turd at this point. It's been sitting for a long time, as you saw in the barn recovery. It sat in that barn since 1997. I started to do the restoration on this in early 97, but at the time all I could get for quarter panels were these weld-on skins. And I was so discouraged time I got them on there that I just parked it. I could not find any quarter panels for it. Well, actually I found one NOS one, but they wanted like $2,000 or more for it, and yeah, that wasn't ever gonna happen. So
it's it just when we started our family.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we hadn't even moved into our first house yet, so we were still renting from family. So that's how poor we were. This is the floor. The floor is not in that bad a shape. I could probably patch it, but where I'm going this far with the car, it's gonna get a whole new floor. So it'll make it a lot easier to build the roll cage for it. Yes, it is getting a cage. It has to have a cage. With that kind of power, it has to have a cage. I don't want to put
that kind of power.
Yeah, because that motor stock, it's an LT4, 650 horsepower stock. Well, it ain't going to be stock when it goes in, so.
And not to have a cage with our responsibilities of being parents for 5 kids, that's irresponsible.
Completely irresponsible to put that kind of power in a car that will handle like this. So pretty exciting. I can't wait. I just can't wait to be able to get started on this again. So it's been since 97 since I've driven it, and a lot has happened since then. So.
I mean, it doesn't even have a motor in it.
Got a bunch of friends over. They've been after me for a while to do a big gnarly burnout in this. They're giving me a hard time saying it won't spin the 39s. It'd spin the 37s just fine, but it's gonna break. I'm pretty sure it's gonna break.
Let's hope it doesn't break.
It's gonna break. The small 14 bolt's way overdue to break, so. Oh well, if it breaks, you'll get to see it. So we'll start the shenanigans, I guess. So. There it goes. Well, get it warming up so I can go break it. So.
Not gonna break. Worth a try. There's a crowd to watch.
Yeah.
Did you break something?
I think you broke the shaft.
I think you broke.
It wouldn't shift out a third.
I think you broke something.
It might have. I think it's the shaft.
That side's leaning a little funny.
Yeah,
like it's
pretty
the
sure.
shaft. Yep. Oh, maybe not. It might have broke the locker.
It's only one.
Should we grab? Want me to just jack up this one side?
Yeah.
Hey. Let's see. Oh, I think it broke. It feels like it's going to pass something. Maybe the shaft is a little bit 45. It feels like something's right up here getting locked up. Do we just pop it off, see if the shaft slides out, or
Get the tire off and the caliper off, and if the axle slides out, then that's our answer.
hey Tyler, will you find me the green seat? You guys always have to. Oh, Corbin's got the seat I need.
What's that? All My Rowdy Friends or something song, you know? Like,
All my rowdy friends have settled down.
oh no, I was thinking like all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight.
Yeah.
So you do things you shouldn't do? What am I looking at? How can you
It's
tell?
sliding it out. Because it slid out. The only thing that was holding it was the brake caliper.
Hey, Kenner, want to grab me a rag?
Here.
Oh, you got a rag.
Yeah, Keaton's still nice.
Yeah.
Right there.
I was gonna say, I thought that's exactly what it felt like.
That's nice. That's something you just need to hang on the shelf.
Yeah,
Broke
it
it.
served well for a long time. Okay. Well, I guess put the,
We know what that
bigger-
means.
Time to put the bigger one together.
Make it stay back.
Talked to Matt this week. We decided it would be best if I went down there before he gets too much farther with his tow truck to kind of get a game plan together with him on how all the wiring is going to work out on that project. It's going to be an interesting and a very unique challenge, but I'm excited about it, and it'll be great to be able to work with everybody in Matt's shop.
You gotta stand by it. This is huge. Guys, this is big. Stand over there, shorty pie.
Thing's a monster. It's cool though, way
Yeah.
cool. But it smells like a tire store in here though. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I mean, 4 tires as much rubber as most tire stores have in their tire stores.
Yep.
Since we're going down to Matt's this weekend, I'm losing my time that I would normally spend on the blog project down in Hurricane. So I'll have a late night on it tonight, get as much done on it as I can. I got a bunch of little odds and ends showed up for it. Have the neutral safety deal. It's a Dakota digital piece that uses this sensor that mounts down on the transmission. So you have the new turn signal switch to replace this one. We got a throttle body for it. since this one's needs a throttle cable. It's got this other throttle body to replace the factory style electronic drive-by-wire throttle body. The fuse box is pretty well all ran. It's just kind of hanging in there on a couple of bolts. It's not tightened up, but the rest of the harness is pretty well there. This is the harness for the instrument cluster. This is the harness for the turn signals. Everything else is pretty tidy. This is the connector for the headlight switch. Radio wires, ignition switch. Over on this side, we have the computer mounted. Dusty made a little plate that glues up to the underside of the dash to bolt that to, and another little bracket that attaches it to the heater box. This is the main power wire for the ECM. That's all ready to go. Things are getting pretty close under here. Out here, everything else is all connected. The wires down to the crank sensor and the starter are all ran. I had to drill and tap the block to put this clamp here to hold this to keep it away from the header. Got the battery cables ran here out to here. This one's from the goes to the alternator itself. See, that's all ran up there, but as you can see, most of the wiring just kind of disappears on this. Getting down to the wire. Kaden's gonna be home in a week, and I still got a lot to do to make this thing run. So, okay, got everything wrapped up at Matt's. Got a pretty good list of things I need to do and track down. I know this video ended up being just a little weird with all the stuff we put in there. Usually we're just a little bit more focused than this. But there's a lot going on right now. Just want to share some of the cool stuff we have up and coming, and a little update there as well. So, till next time, remember, do what needs to be done. Never allow yourself the luxury of quitting. Thanks for watching.